So we're on a day out today, me and Josephine, and we're going on a ferry trip from Helsingborg to Helsingor on a very, very big boat. And they often call this the booze cruise because you get lots of Swedes going across from Sweden to Denmark where the alcohol's really cheap and coming back rather drunk.
Just the beginning.
Oh yeah. And this is what they all cruise for, the bargains, and you can just see the beer stacked up over there, and it's so much cheaper than Systembolaget, which is the Swedish government run alcohol shop. So they got food on board, and it's just your typical type of like little ferry thing, and there's the water, which you'd expect to see when you're on a boat, I guess. There's also quite a few bars here, and in here's a bar, another one, and outside it's a bit windy today. Wow. And how long does it take to get to Helsingor?
20 minutes.
And that's Ven?
No, that's Helsingor.
Oh. Hej då, Helsingborg. Such a cheap trip. How much did it cost for tickets?
230 for 2 people.
Return?
Yeah.
So that's like £10 each return. That's so cheap. Let's go on.
Cheers.
Oh, should we sing a Swedish drinking song?
Oh, do you know any?
No, let's not. So we're now on the side of the boat looking south. That's the edge of Helsingborg. And then just on the edge down there you can see Landskrona. And then there is Ven, the island in between Denmark and Sweden. And then over there is Copenhagen on the left hand side. And then here's Helsingor that we're heading towards now. And it takes like 20 minutes. A lot of people just jump on the ferry, buy a load of booze and head straight back. But we are going to get off. It was only 45 krona, which normally in Sweden you'd be paying a lot more than that for it, that's for sure. Coming towards the port now, you can see Helsingor Castle, I think it is over there, somewhere. You might be able to hear the drunks in the background. That was it, 20 minutes and we're in Helsingor, Denmark. So easy! Yay! Such an easy trip, such good fun. Now, time to explore Helsingor. Oh, that rhymes. It's the Danish flags, and it's a beautiful sunny day. I'm going to go and try and find a museum, probably a bar, and live like the Danes do, drinking lots of beer. Beautiful little streets, really, really classic. Lots of little places to drink and eat outside. It almost feels like a little French or Spanish town. Rather beautiful castle, and then a really unusual building. Don't know what that is. Oh, culture centre or something. Couple of big kids in Denmark. So the name of it is Kromberg Castle, or in Danish, Kromberg Castle. Slott. Looks like they're digging up the remains of all the English people that tried to invade. Oh, look, there's a duck. So Josephine just spotted a hand in the middle. How creepy is that? Oof. And this place is absolutely beautiful. Look at the entrance to this castle. 1690, can you imagine walking through here all those years ago? Incredible. And seeing this on the other side.
A brew with a view.
A brew agree with the view. So Danish. They're obsessed with alcohol like English people. Let's go and have a look. This is where they stored the English people before the Danes ate them. To think that hundreds of years ago, each and every one of these bricks was laid by hand. How the hell did they even make an arch out of bricks in those days? Absolutely incredible. Don't know what's in there. So we're now at the other side, and we reckon this is where they put the Swedish people before they ate them. Danish Vikings. Hey hey! Hur mår du? Such a beautiful place, this. And these towers are so detailed. Wow. Lovely effect. I think, yeah, if you pay, you can go inside, but yeah, I don't know if you can go up there. Stunning. So good to see fish and chips on the menu, and although these are in Danish, not Swedish, it is overall slightly cheaper than Sweden, I would say. Prices here, beer and food at least. So we've had some beers. Because we're in because we're in Denmark, and that's what the Danes do. And we've seen the castle, and now where are we going to go?
Another beer?
Okay. Love these little old streets in Denmark, and this house, look at the angles, how it's all not quite square and bits are sticking out. Like it's going to fall over. Oh, I hope the owners don't mind me filming it. And these lovely cobbled streets.
And this house.
Another example of a wonky house. This must be Helsingor's version of Lilla Torg. A little square with loads going on. So it's really interesting when you've spent so much time living in Sweden and then you go somewhere different like Denmark. This is called the Helsingborg's Torg, which is basically their version of Lilla Torg in Malmö. And it's so happening here, and it's a great atmosphere. Everybody's having fun and drinking, and it's just very different to Sweden in the respect that it's much louder and more bustly and very much more British actually. Denmark is like a weird mix in between Sweden and England in the respect that it's just, the culture's very much somewhere in between, but a lovely, lovely place to be. This is a Danish alcohol shop. Look at this. Absolute alcohol heaven. Wow! Oh my god! Couldn't help ourselves in the Danish alcohol shop, and we bought some alcohol. A little bit cheaper than Sweden, not as cheap as English duty free. So just as the Swedes come across to Helsingor for a drunken night out, so do the Swedes across to Denmark for a drunken night out. They've been waving to everyone. So we've made the most of the Danish cheaper alcohol. Like a couple of Danes. On our way home now, so it's another 15-20 minutes or so until we get back, and then a bit of a train and a bus. So we had a lovely day in Helsingor today. Helsingor. We have drunk nothing but water today and orange juice, and it's been very fun and very cheap and a good laugh. So we're off the train, off the bus, got our beer, and it's time to go and put it all in the fridge and have an early night and not drink any of it at all, honest.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you've been to Helsingor or done a random boat trip or a booze cruise, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. You don't say hey door.
Hey door.